For Board of Education for the West Contra Costa Unified School District. This is Kensington Elementary School. I'm Ellen Hardigan-O'Connor with the PTA here at Kensington Elementary. And our proceedings tonight are being filmed and will be posted in YouTube-friendly short segments. So each question will be posted individually, unedited on the school website. So people who weren't able to come this evening will be able to listen to what the candidates said. We are using the League of Women Voters format, and so that means a couple of things. The idea is to be fair, and it's a forum instead of a debate, so that everyone gets to answer every question. And you're supposed to hold your thunderous applause until the very end, when we'll give everyone a rousing round of applause rather than applauding individual candidates. Candidates will have 2 minutes for their opening statement, 2 minutes for a closing statement, and 1 minute to answer each question. To keep us honest, we have Mark Bell on the stopwatch, who has signs to hold up warning them, 1 minute, 30 seconds, there we go, stop, and then he will rise up and stop you if need be. There are index cards circulating. You can put your written questions there. Again, because it's a forum, we ask that you phrase all questions in general terms. So no picking out one person and saying, you know, I heard you said this and whatever, right? General questions so that everyone gets a chance to answer. And the screeners are going to collect these cards, group them by general interest, and try to pick representative ones so that we can ask one question. Okay, candidates are in alphabetical order, and we've randomized according to a very simple method for their opening statements, and we'll then also rotate the questions. So you get to hear everyone speak first and everyone speak last. So for opening statements, we'll have, and I'm going to ask everyone to introduce themselves as they do their opening statement. Ms. Merriweather, Mr. Freeman, Ms. Cronenberg, Ms. Miles, Mr. Ramsey, and Mr. Cowens. And we'll do reverse order for closing. So, Ms. Merriweather.
My name is Elaine Merriweather, and I'm a candidate for school board for West Contra Costa Unified School District. I've been involved in this district for 23 years. I started when my children started the school. And I started at Harding Elementary School. I've been to Adams and Richmond High. So I've been involved as a PTA president and school site council chair. And not only that, I went beyond that, where at Harding we had developed a multicultural committee where I went and gathered parents, and we worked together to bring about the diversity at our school, to learn how to appreciate it and to work together. So that's one of the skills I bring to the board, is bringing people together. As a teacher, I've been teaching for over 25 years, and I've been working on educational issues for 25 years. I'm an advocate for students and parents in this district. I'm an advocate for teachers. I bring my background experience as a treasurer. I have some financial background, so I know about budgets.
Mr. Freeman.
Great. So thank you all for this. Is that okay? Can everybody hear me in the back? Great. So thank you all for coming, and thank you to the PTA for putting on this event and for holding it in a cooler altitude, at least from my house. I have worked my entire career in education, and my wife and I decided that we wanted to live in this community and raise our daughter here because we really liked the diversity of the community and the opportunities that were available throughout the Bay Area. And so when I moved here, I got involved in education right away. And what I found is that I met an incredible number of students, resilient students who've overcome obstacles on their path to careers and college. I've met great teachers who are committed to honing their craft. And through my work as a trustee of the Ed Fund, the West Contra Costa Public Education Foundation, I have met committed community members working hard to improve our schools. And I felt that those three things combined meant that we have the materials needed to make our district one of the best in the country, an example for the rest of the country. And that's why I decided to run for school board. As I said, I've spent my entire career, the past 13 years, working in education. I started as a teacher, and for the past 10 years, I've worked building programs that support classrooms and learning, both in and out of the school day. I believe that the models I've seen all around the country can help us improve our schools here. I also believe that there are sources of revenue available to help make those things possible, and that's what I do for a living, so I believe that I can help bring those funds in. And finally, I believe that we should commit to making science and technology a high priority within our district. It's the work that I do. It's work that I came to because I saw how important it was, and I look forward to speaking more about that as we go forward this evening.
Thank you, Ms. Cronenberg.
Let me just take it out. It's easier. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming tonight. This is old home week for me. I'm a former Kensington parent. My name is Madeline Cronenberg. I've served on the school board for the past 4 years. Before that, I was a parent working in the district. I've served in many different capacities in PTA. I was a PTA leader at Portola and actually really got involved at Portola when my kids were there when the district almost went bankrupt in the 90s. That was the real beginning of my connection to serving as a parent in the district. I've been a teacher for 30 years. I retired in June. I won an award. I won a state teaching award, so I'm a good teacher. And I know something about teaching, and I have a huge respect for public education, and that's really why I'm still in the game. When my kids have all graduated, they've gone through this. They've gone through Kensington. My older ones went to Mira Vista, Kensington, Portola, El Cerrito High. I want to make sure that all of the kids in our district continue to have the education that my kids were able to get, and more, because California is so challenged in how we provide education. There's a lot we can do. We've done a lot, and we'll talk about the accomplishments we've had for the past few years while I've been on the board, while I've served on the board, and I know we can do much more. And I'm excited about the opportunity to continue to be on the board, to be able to bring more resources into the district, and to navigate the very, very difficult challenges we have in education as a whole right now. I know a lot more than I knew 4 years ago, and I hope you let me use it to navigate us further in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Miles.
Yes. Good afternoon. My name is Audrey Miles, and I'm running for the school board. And I am running for re-election because I believe that we've made a difference. We've done a good job. We've worked really hard to provide the academics for our district and to provide equity within our district for students. I have a 17-year background in teaching, as well as a background in finance. I started my career teaching in this district as a teacher from Holy Names University as an intern, and I taught those 10 years at Martin Luther King Elementary School. During that time, I got involved in our union. I got involved within our community. I stayed in Richmond right off of Potrero, so I was really involved within that community and within the school community of St. John Missionary Baptist Church, where I got a lot of practice working with students who were underperforming students, working with PAL and different other groups. My expertise I bring to the table is that of academic knowledge, as well as budgeting. I have a strong background in finance, working for Wells Fargo over 10 years, and I use that expertise on the board to help drive our budget issues throughout the last 4 years. So for that reason, I feel that I bring something to the table as a board member, and I'm hoping that I can continue to get your support for the next 4 years.
Thank you. Mr. Ramsey.
Good evening, everyone. How are you tonight? Good. I'm Charles Ramsey. It's good to be back. As you know, I had, many of you know, I had 2 daughters who went to school here and had a very good experience. I'm running for re-election because I believe that I've made a difference and I want to continue to make a difference for all of our children. There's 3 areas that I think are key and core to what we do here in this district. Student achievement at the forefront. And for me, that means maintaining class size reduction for our youngest students. And I fought hard to make sure that we did that and found the money in the budget to ensure that we at least had that for first and second grade and tried to keep it down for kindergarten and third grade. Second, we need to attract and retain quality teachers in this district. It's very important that we take a stand and make sure that we have that. We have to pay our teachers more. We have to give them more help and support. We have to try to make sure that we give them the professional development that they deserve. We really have to look into that. And third is our fiscal stability. I've balanced the budget here in this board for the last 17 years. I know it's key and core and critical because I came on the board right after the bankruptcy. I saw the tremors that came out of that, and I know the damage that it did. We can't go back to those days. And I made sure that we made our budgets balanced. But I also made sure that we did not cut 1 minute of instructional time. We need all the days to be able to ensure that our kids get a quality education. And I'm here to make sure that happens. We need experience. I bring that. I ask for your vote. I ask for your support. I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm glad I'm here with you tonight. And I'm hopeful that we have a good discussion and dialogue on the issues. So thank you again for being here. And I look forward to your questions tonight.
Thank you. Mr. Cowens.
Hello, my name's Charles Cowens. I come to this into this situation as a, is this working? I come into this as a parent. That my children both attended Kensington Hilltop, Portola, and El Cerrito High, so I've been a parent in the district for 16 years now. And during that time, over the last 9 years, I've had a series of leadership positions in PTA, in various community organizations connected with the school district, and also with district committees, and also working on parcel tax campaigns. Within PTA, I was the president of the Bayside Council of PTAs, and also, which is the district-wide PTA, and also the vice president for the county-level PTA. And in working in district committees, I worked for 5 years as the chair of the Budget Advisory Committee leading up to this year. So now I'm at this point where I would like to use the background that I have, where I have experience with the workings of the district, but I am not in a position of power within the district. I just have observed a lot of things that I think can be improved by being on the board. In fact, one of the common things I was told as a chair a lot was, that sounds like a very interesting idea, Charlie, but the board isn't interested in that. So I would like to be on the board in order to make the board interested in things like, and the particular things that I would like to work on are, first of all, I'd like to really make sure that education in the West Contra Costa School District serves the needs of all students and is not just focused on one particular kind of achievement. We have a lot of different students here, from Kensington to Verde. It's a big district. And also I'd like to make sure that to work on trying to find creative ways to attract and retain quality teachers. I mean, obviously compensation is an important part of that, but I think we can't just throw up our hands and give up on that as a problem to be solved as a board. And then finally, I'd like to also work a lot on increasing parent and community engagement in the school district, particularly in the budget process.
Thank you very much.